Time to draw the backplate pattern onto the steel and cut this out. Going back to a thinner gauge of steel now for this display model. This is 20 gauge steel. I'll just cut these out by hand, this part here. Alright, so how to start the backplate from this flat piece is we're going to do a center crease down the back here. So, yeah, I've got my creasing wood. I'm just going to line it up. Like that. And then yeah, I'm just going to use the creasing bar and just give it the initial push on the inside here. And it's going to end right here. So, let's see a little bit more here. Yeah, so that's how we started. Then when I flip it over, I've got this marking here that I try. It's kind of just a guide where I'm going to be doing most of my hammering. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use my 3-pound. I'm going to use just a shallow dish here. So yeah, you can see from the back here, it's starting to just, where the shoulders are, it punches it out here. That's where we're going for. As far as how it's stylistic, because this is very typical of the 16th century to do this kind of center ridge and this top stretch here. So that's what I'm shooting for. Yeah, you can see it's coming out a lot more here. and by doing this, it defines the shoulder blade, but also it sort of starts kicking in here too as well, so it gives more definition to that center crease here, which I mean, for the backplate is long. Whenever I'm doing stretching for any steel part, I'm going back and forth to the anvil, and then I'll just do another pass. So I'm at the point where I'm finished stretching the initial first pass, and then I'm going to go planish it out on the anvil. Yeah, so I'm going to get a lot of these dents out again and then go to a second pass for stretching. Alright, I'm back for the second pass. So it's sort of cleaned up the little wrinkles and dents here on the anvil. But now I want to do more stretching. So whenever you're stretching a project like this, it's good to do the initial stretch, because it's like you're telling the steel which direction it's going to go. Then the second one I do a lot more stretching, so because we want more definition of the shoulder plates here. So I'm going to probably go a little deeper now. Yeah, and you also notice by me stretching it, it's starting to curve over, which has got that sort of that back little hump on just above your shoulder blades here. So, yep. I just got to keep going here. Then I'll planish it out one more time. Just do a rough planish. it'll start looking better on the next pass. So back to the anvil. All right, so now that I've done the initial stretching for the top of this backplate here, yeah, you can see the shoulders are getting more definition here. But what I want to do now at this point is start to shape it. So I'm going to bend it over a bar here, that big bar, to give it its initial shape for the backplate here. Yeah, you can start to see it's starting to look more like a backplate here. So from here, I'm going to do more planishing to sort of blend all these bumps out, and then I'll start doing the flange on the back bottom here. So that's the stage I'm at. You can just imagine how long this takes. This is hours of planishing like this. So, all right, I gave it a basic planishing, but you can kind of see the shape. It's really more defined here for the shoulder blades. Again, you just got to spend a lot of time with it. So I just got to keep moving on here. So the next stage is to hammer out this flange at the bottom here. Again, like I did with the breastplate, I'm going to start it on wood, then move to the anvil. That's just the initial, and then I'm going to go to the anvil here and then start defining it more. Just basically need a 90-degree angle. I'm following my guideline here. It's just in felt pen. Then you're going to do kind of a bend here right at the edge to kick it back into shape more. Yeah, there you go, that's a start. Then I'll just take my time, go to the planishing anvil, and I'll just go clean it up again. Okay, at this stage, I'm going to do the roll. I'm going to roll the edges here at the top and where the arm parts are. So I'll do that first. And yeah, I want to do probably 2 passes, so I'm going to just do a light pass the first time, just to give it the initial crease to it. Because yeah, at this stage, if I make a mistake, it's easier to undo it. The trick is to follow the edge without popping off. But it's like anything, it's just lots of practice. And I'll do a final cleanup when I'm done, when I have more time. So it looks still kind of rough by the hammer. You still see a lot of hammer marks. I'll be cleaning them up later. But I'm just trying to finish this demonstration so you get the idea. And you know, as usual, like I told you before, it's like you guys could do a nicer job if you're not pressed for time. You could, yeah, just spend a lot of time doing a good job. So you can see it's got the initial roll and the edge. Now I'm going to give it more definition and make it go through deeper. Second pass. But at least I've got a groove to follow now. That's the main idea. You can see how nice that is. And one more to go here. Okay, so now I'm going to put the sunken ledge in, the drop ledge for the arm parts. I'm going to mark it against the breastplate to make sure it matches up properly. But that's the stage we're at right now. Okay, so I'm going to do the drop ledge here. So I marked it here and along the arm. So yeah, I changed out these bits to the special drop ledge ones. And I marked it, so it's got the even distance all the way around. Yeah, just take your time. And this drop ledge here is for where the breastplate and the backplate attach together. Like that. Nice clean lines. Yeah, as you can see. So here I'm trying to match up the backplate and the breastplate together. So I used it as my reference point. So there's going to be a pin, a couple of pins with a hook to hold it in place right there. So So now we do the final roping. So we're gonna, I've got my special jig here. It's got a nice curve to it. So we can follow the curve while we're doing the roping. So yeah, I've got my roping chisel, a flat hammer, and this is where we just take our time and do the rope edges. Sometimes if I want more definition, I can file them later, especially on the larger roping. But like I said, this is kind of just a display suit, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of a historical reproduction. But a lot of these same techniques and kind of look would be used for making a historical version as well, but it'd be more detailed and a lot more bells and whistles. Kind of see it's got that really nice roping look. So I'm just going to continue on here.